Alright, YouTube, I hope everyone is enjoying their holidays, and I thought, with the year drawing to a close, why don't I do a ranking of all the MCU Phase 4 installments? So this is all going to be from the MCU's fourth phase, so I'm going to include the Disney Plus series as well as the movies. So, before I start, I will give one honorable mention to Venom Let There Be Carnage, as that is it's had a small minor crossover with it, but anyway, yes, there are 9 in total, so let's get on with it. So at number 9, I'm putting WandaVision there. It was a great way to start the year. January, we were pretty much in lockdown and not much was going on, but we finally got our first taste of the MCU once again with WandaVision. This had 9 episodes, and at first it was a bit confusing, thinking why are we going through sitcom years, but yeah, it had a good actiony finale, and Elizabeth Olsen really shined in this, along with Paul Bettany, even though he was part of her mind. But it was okay, but I guess it was easing us into what was to come. But yeah, I'll put that at number 9. Number 8 is Eternals. Now, this was a good movie. I liked what they did with it. They had our first, gay superhero in there, I believe, and completely deaf hero as well. I will say I'm not fully knowledged in Eternals, so it was all a bit new to me as well. I did like what they were doing. They put the MCU in a different direction. No recognizable characters from previous movies, which I did kind of like, but yeah, I feel it went on a lot longer than it needed to, but it was still entertaining, but there were bits in there that were slow and flat, but still, it was good. And number 7 is What If. Yes, I'm including the animated anthology series What If. Even though it's animated, it still plays around the MCU and the multiverse. I like the alternate timelines we get to explore in this, and Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher. Brilliant. And we even get some of our regular actors from the MCU in this. Not all of them, but still, it's a good show. It was a good show, and I hope we see more of this, season 2. Because there's so much more they could do with this. And I believe this Doctor Strange storyline is going to play into the next Doctor Strange movie. At number 6, it is Hawkeye. Now, I did enjoy the series, as I said in my review. But yeah, it was fine. It was okay. It was jolly and Christmassy, and I did enjoy it. The finale, I see, was probably one of the best episodes in that series. But there's so many others on here that have, the top 5 have got me one over on this. So, at number 5 it is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, I love this movie. It was the first martial arts movie within the MCU, the first to have an Asian lead, which I thought was pretty cool and great. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, and I enjoyed the light comedy in this, the return of Trevor Slattery, and we had characters like Wong and Abomination cameo. It was a fun movie, and I watched it twice already now. It became available on Disney Plus 2 months after it came out in theaters. At number 4, it is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yes, Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes finally take the lead stage in this. This was basically a handing of the torch from the Falcon, transitioning to Captain America, and my god, it was a great series. And I loved the finale with that Captain America suit he had on. He was like the new Captain America and still had the wings. It was fun, it was explosive, it was actiony, great performances from Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt Russell, and just an all good actiony series, a lot more improved than I thought than WandaVision. I felt WandaVision was more, can I say feminine, but this one was purely for guys, and I really loved it. At number 3, it is Black Widow. So it took a long time for Natasha Romanoff to get her own solo movie, but she finally got it. And my god, she was brilliant. This was like Scarlett Johansson's swan song to her character of Black Widow, taking place between Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War. It was just an enjoyable movie and a great way to kick off the Four Phases movies. So yes, I really enjoyed it. Number 2, it is Loki. Yes, Loki. Now, I thought this was a cool birthday present because my birthday is at the start of June. Didn't come out on my birthday. Excuse me, I knocked the tripod there for a second. But, it was, came out about a couple days after my birthday. I really enjoyed Loki. I loved that we got to see Tom Hiddleston again, how it followed on from that scene in Avengers Endgame. And I loved the TVA. I loved that it hinted the next big bad of the MCU. I liked how this set the next story arc for the MCU, which is the multiverse. It introduced Kang the Conqueror. And this is the only MCU show on Disney Plus that is actually returning for a second season, so I'm all hyped for that. I mean, next we're gonna see Loki is probably in Doctor Strange Multiverse into Madness. But yeah, I look forward to what more they're gonna do in Loki. And my number one pick, it's the only one I've not mentioned, it is Spider-Man No Way Home. Best Spider-Man movie ever. It was not just, it was made for the fans, and they knew what we wanted. And, with it clashing with the old franchises in from Sony, it was so great to see the Spider-Man from my childhood, Tobey Maguire, spoiler alert, and Andrew Garfield, all their villains from their eras come into it, and my god, it was so worth the wait, and I just had a whale of a time watching it. I will watch it again when it's available to watch from home. But yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home, best MCU installment this year, and Sony just did so right by having, all this. So yeah, that is it. That is my ratings for all the MCU installments of this year from Phase 4. Do you agree with my ranking? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends, and to feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description. So until next time, Bad Nerd out.